Um, hmm. Unlike some recent news that has come out, I think this is probably the most surprising to me. Even though, and with that being said, it's still kind of, it was still kind of inevitable. Um, so Demarcus Cousins is going to get released, not right now, but pretty soon. Um, this is, it's just, it's odd. It's odd to be um, if you're a Rockets fan, it's kind of odd. It's kind of an odd time because usually we're used to seeing a healthy, um, consistent Rockets team that will at least make it to the second round or the Western Conference Finals almost every year. But this year, lots happened. James Harden gone, Russell Westbrook gone. We get Victor Oladipo. We get John Wall. We get Demarcus Cousins. We get Christian Wood. And we go on a 6-game winning streak. And then we go on a 7-game losing streak. And that's where we are right now. We're still in the we're still in the events of this losing streak, which has just been really, really bad. It's been really bad, especially considering that we just came out of a 6-game winning streak, and now that whole thing is just put to waste. And now this. So the Rockets are obviously saying their goodbyes to DeMarcus Cousins right now. His contract has been guaranteed. Um, it does stink, but it's not surprising to me. DeMarcus Cousins was not himself this year. Obviously, he hasn't really been himself these last couple of years. He's been injury prone. I mean, not this season, but before that, he's been injury prone, and he's had his fair share of just games where he just hasn't done anything. Quite honestly, now yeah, he had a few good games this season. Didn't play long with the Rockets. Only played about half of this season. Not even half this season. And that's kind of the fortune he found with the Lakers last season. They let him go pretty early too. I don't know. This is it's pretty crazy because it feels like now the Rockets are kind of heading down toward a let's let's break out the rebuild because that's basically where we are now. We're in the pretense of a rebuild, and yeah, it stinks. It does. It really does. But this is better. This gives us a better chance of doing better without James Harden. I don't know. I just really don't know what to. I really don't know what to think of this. And it's probably because we had him such a short time, but it's hard to process because this just tells us, yeah, we're getting toward we're getting toward the end here. But really, what we're going to be talking about, of course, this is just a little bit. I've already kind of talked about it, my reaction to it. But what I really do want to talk about too is who's going to be next. Who will be next to go? Because I'm going to tell you right now, somebody's going to go. Whether it be PJ Tucker, whether it could be PJ Tucker or Victor Oladipo or somebody, but somebody's going. And I think if you're the Rockets, you get the best deal you can. And I honestly think, I'm sorry, but I honestly think that you need to go and you need to ease up on the draft picks. You've got a whole lot of them right now. You've had them. Now it's time to get some professional assets who are not going to be new to the NBA. Someone who's already used to it, who's already a really decent player. Someone like Zach LaVine. And I know that's a long shot for the Rockets. But the Bulls have, they've been Zach LaVine has been in talks to be released or not released, traded toward the trade deadline. And that's not super surprising considering that the Bulls have not had a lot of success. Even though Zach LaVine has been wonderful, the Bulls are just not having the level of success that they want to be having. Although they seem to be doing, I don't want to say better, but they seem to be having a good progression rate this season that they've really never had with these assets like Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, and Kobe White. So would I like to see Zach LaVine in a Rockets jersey? Of course. I have him on my fantasy team, and he looks like he's putting up some really good numbers. Maybe not every game, but he's putting up decent numbers. Like, I'll take that. He's a scorer. He's a shooter, definitely. I don't know if he's on the All-Star team, but it doesn't matter. But I think that's what you really need to go for if you're the Rockets right now. Go for these young stars who can help you. And they don't have to be super young because I'm sure teams aren't going to give up their young stars. But someone like Zach LaVine, someone that can get you some, I don't know. It's really weird to. Hmm. It just, I think this whole releasing has kind of confused me because I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if Oladipo is gonna get traded. I don't know if PJ is gonna get traded. No, I don't hate Boogie. I said Boogie. I don't hate Boogie. I don't think he played his best because, quite honestly, I think he's kind of wearing himself down. I don't hate him. I used to hate him, but I don't now because I'm a Rockets fan, and he came to the Rockets. I think that it was just I just think the Rockets kind of realized right now, you know, yeah, he's not going to progress. Like he would have progressed by this point, so it's probably not going to happen. And that's why they decided, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and let him go. Which I cannot say was the wrong decision because though Boogie had some good games this season, he just, he couldn't come through in big moments. And quite honestly, his duo with John Wall, which I thought would be awesome, was not as really wasn't as I'd hoped it would be. John Wall, another topic that I would like to just quickly ease through. Ever since coming out and saying I think I'm the best player on the Rockets, we've lost 7 games in a row. Ouch. Oladipo. That's a Oladipo has been, hasn't definitely has not been what I wanted him to be, but you know, he's still I don't know. This is so confusing for me because we go on a 6-game winning streak, then we lose 7 straight. That's what you don't want. And honestly, I got to be quite honest here. I don't really like what Steven Silas is doing with the lineup. I don't like how he's handling the resting of the players and who he's going to sit out because, dude, you're sitting Christian Wood and Victor Oladipo every other game. Like, I understand Christian Wood is hurt now, but even before that, you were sitting Oladipo and Wood, or not Wood, Wall, they, like every game. Or like Wall would get one, he would get a break, then Oladipo would get one the next game, then Wall again, then Oladipo again. I was just like, why? This is not going to help. This doesn't help your level of progression. So why do it? I don't know. It's such a confusing season right now. We're 11 and what's our record right now? I think we're 11 and 17. Can I give the next John Wall and Oladipo for nothing? No, because if I did, I'd be brain dead. Okay, but I can give you a good deal. Wall and Oladipo for if I gave you Wall and all if I gave the Knicks if I was going to give the Knicks Wall and Oladipo, I'd have to get back like hmm hmm I'd have to probably get like quickly and Toppin. I don't know. What about Barrett? I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of things about Barrett this season, so maybe Barrett is a good guy to go after. But come on, the Knicks have got to give up something. I don't want Derrick Rose. Like I understand that the Knicks have been y'all up in New York. Y'all have had a lot of success since getting Derrick Rose, but I just I've just never really been a Derrick Rose guy, and I don't think he's going to progress. I don't know. This is super. We'll give you Kevin Knox, Alfred Payton, Frank Ntilikina, and a future second round pick for those two. That's a terrible deal. Besides Kevin Knox, isn't he? Isn't he in another country? Yeah, he is in another country. You tried to fool me there. I'm not. I want to wrap this up because I don't really want to have. I don't want to be sitting here for 30 minutes just talking about Demarcus Cousins being released. We're getting off topic. But this is my main message to the Rockets. This isn't bad that you got rid of DeMarcus Cousins, but you need to go get You need to get these younger assets that can help you in the future, that can possibly lead you to the finals. You couldn't get there with James Harden or Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul, so get there with someone like Zach LaVine. Get there with someone like Emmanuel Quickly. I don't know. Just somebody. Just do it. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up. End it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't want to do something too long because this isn't huge news like groundbreaking news that will change the NBA forever. So I'm not gonna do super long on it. So once again, DeMarcus Cousins has been released. Who will go next? Probably Victor Oladipo and PJ Tucker. Those are my top two guys who I think are probably going to be gone next. So, thank you once again for tuning in. If you guys did like the stream, hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. What are we at? 56? Yep, 56. I want to get to 60 by the end of the month. Okay? So let's try to get 60. We got 50 at the end of January, and we're already halfway to 60, but we're almost through February. So let's get to 60. All right. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys later. Go Rockets. Go DeMarcus Cousins. Thank you. Wish you the best. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all later.